All right, test. Cool. There we go. So, boys, how you doing today? Tonight? This afternoon or evening? I guess I don't know where you are in the world. One shall not make assumptions. Carton? Noah, what's up, boys? Oh, I'm still worn out from yesterday, I'll tell you. After I did my stints yesterday, I feel like I crashed. And it was only 2 hours. I feel like I have not built my stamina back up yet. Grandpa, what's up, brother? Let's go get it on the mountain tonight. Welcome to Australia. It's going to be rough, I gotta be honest. The track temps have been steadily increasing. When I joined the session early, the track temp was like 36 degrees Celsius. It's at 46 right now. I'm guessing it's only going to go higher. So, it went pretty well, man. It went well. We ended up finishing 7th in our class.
Whoops.
I mean, we kind of had like 2 major issues throughout the race. And interestingly, one of those happened, I believe, on like the first stop. Or maybe it was the first person, like maybe their second stint or something. I feel like there was something where the checkbox to get fuel was not set when they pit. And so that, and I think he came in P1 when that happened. So that put us back like 40 seconds or something. And then it was pretty clean. I mean, when I did my stints, which were about, I don't know, 8, maybe 10 hours into the race, we only had a 5X. When I got out, we still had a 5X, which I was very proud of. And then, you know, go through the night. I went to sleep because, of course, I only had two stints, so I did mine and I was done for the day. I think right there towards the end, we had an incident that I was at like 2.5 minutes of repair time, and that hurt us. I don't know exactly where we were in terms of position at that point, but it was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like P4, P5, and ended up dropping back like a couple positions as a result. I think they drove it back pretty well after that, but there wasn't a whole lot you could do at that point unless people in front of you had bad luck. So it's all in. We had 10 guys run the car, which in and of itself is kind of insane to think that we could get all 10 people's schedules and everything to work out to participate in a race like that was kind of nuts. So yeah, 10 guys ran the car.
You two need to get a room, Austin, and that.
we only had one car, and ended up, I think, P7. I'm pretty sure it was in class, so not bad. I know there was more. I know there was a podium there, but, you know, all good. We had a lot of fun. Going well, tired of Daytona? Honestly, I'm not. I could totally just keep on ripping. I could totally just go right there right now. I kind of wish this race was at Daytona, to be honest with you.
I feel like I'm going on a bad acid trip here.
But it is what it is. Clown car, exactly. That's basically what happened. Kind of unique and fun. It wasn't a special event, but it, you know, definitely had the feel of one. But it was pretty, you know, I wouldn't say it was last minute, because it really wasn't. Like we showed interest and put together, you know, schedule and all that stuff like weeks in advance, so there was definitely some planning that went into it, but it wasn't like,
sorry, we were having a social experiment.
It definitely wasn't way over the top or anything. It was pretty chill. So yeah, had fun. But the funny thing is, or I don't know if it's haha funny or oh shit funny, but I didn't practice here at all this week. And with these track temps, whoo baby, it's gonna be brutal. Died super early. Yeah, bus stop was a killer for a lot of people, even in the Porsche. How's the Mustang? Honestly, I don't really know. To be honest, I don't really know. I've run a couple laps here. You know, I know the track. I'm not great at it by any stretch. It's not one of my strong ones, but I have not put in the best lap yet. It's really hard to get grip, and literally the track temp is increasing as I speak. When I sat down here 30 minutes ago to do some practice, it was at 36 degrees. It was at 47 about 2 minutes ago, or 46 2 minutes ago. Now it's 47, and it's just going up. So I think it's only going to get more challenging as we move forward here. So I've done a couple laps. You know, I mean, I've run, geez, man, I've run the 12-hour here. I don't know how many times. Honestly, it was the first special event I ever did. And, wow, so it's just about to hit noon. So it's only going to get worse. So I've run this race so many times, it's crazy. It's one of my favorites for sure, even if I don't have great speed here. But this thing, it's a beast. It's a beast. And I feel like nobody's going to have grip. So it's going to be all about managing, trying to find every little bit. And I definitely would say I tend to overdrive a car more than anything else. And when you're grip limited, like, you know, to start with, I'm a little nervous. I'm going to be overdriving, overheating, sliding, and just, you know. So yeah, I'm going to do my best to be really consciously underdriving as much as I can, but I just feel like naturally, you know, green flag goes, and then we just go into race mode, and whatever happens, happens. 40 position, yeah, exactly. Like it's one of those where if you can just keep it on the track, you're gonna finish pretty damn good. The first special event I ever did in iRacing, I don't remember what year this was. It must have been 2021 would be my guess. I don't think it was 2020. I think it was 2021. Me and two other guys, we ran, and this is back when all we did was run Skippy. So zero experience in GT3, like literally zero. And we had these like inflated iRating. I mean, they weren't that high. They were probably like 2K, maybe. Something like that. I wonder if I have a video of it. If I can look. But we drove the BMW, and which is also shocking because you know how I feel about that car. We drove the BMW. And that car, it was on its roof. Like, there was a point in the race where the car was literally on its roof, stuck, you know? We finished 7th. It tells you everything you need to know about, like, low split. I don't know, I have no recollection of where we were in that realm, but relatively low split, you know, Bathurst 12 hours. Like, brother, if you just finish the damn race, you're going to have a pretty good finish. That's kind of... That's that story. I'll have to look back and see. I know I have lots of videos of special events. There was one actually here. I think I was like the team manager. I don't even know if I drove for one of the teams. Maybe I did. But we had so many guys from the league, the Skippy League that we did. We ended up having 3 teams. And so I ended up, you know, organizing the practices and putting the teams together and just trying to help everybody do, you know, endurance racing kind of for the first time. I'm pretty sure I drove for one of the teams. It seems insane that I would have done all that and not driven too, but anyway, I know I've got that on my YouTube channel for sure. All right, as I'm yapping. Oh, let's see. Probably taking tires and fuel today? No. So definitely no tires. It's just so slippery. Like right now I got, you know, the 34 degrees. It's so bad. Like, I don't know what the tires are going to be like, to be honest. So I don't remember how many laps I just ran. Let's see. The lowest tire in the middle was 95%. See how many laps that was. Could have been much. Yeah, I mean, you know, what, 5 hot laps? Basically. So I don't think the tires are really going to fall off like true wear. And they weren't that hot either. I think it's more of just like not sliding them, trying to manage them as best you can. So yeah, fuel for sure. Tires, probably no. What's up, Mr. Nodwell? Mustang. We're in the Mustang. I'm terrified. Battle of attrition always here for sure. Did my first endurance early, 4 hours on LMU. Oh, nice, man. I saw that race, the Imola race. I'd like to do more of their stuff. I really would. They have some really good, like, weekday, you know, 40-minute races I could do that are not like iRacing 40-minute races that run every hour. They just happen to run, like, you know, on Wednesday and Friday. Kind of like special, I don't know what to even call them, but special events maybe, but kind of not. How long's the race? I believe it's 40 minutes. Maybe it's 45. 45-minute race. So quali opens in just under 20 minutes. Quali's a 15-minute open session, and then there's a 45-minute race after that. So we got some time. I think the race green flag somewhere in the neighborhood like 9:22. I think that's what they said. Back to the Ford. Yeah, I have to. I don't want to use the term stuck with it, but I'm basically stuck with it until the end of the season. And then after that, I'll get a chance to make a change. P.S. If you know, if you've been here for a while, if you know me, if you like what you know, you're gonna like what you're gonna see over the next few hours. Go ahead and hit that like button and help your boy. It'll be quite appreciated. Thinking about joining Broken Wing. You don't need a custom livery now. No, you could put whatever you want on there. The only thing they make you do is put on these what are these things called? Like decals. I hate it, to be honest. Like, because they have a sponsor for their league and they want their sponsor to get some airtime, so they make you run these decals. I'm not a fan. I'll be super honest about that. So I literally, I guess the hope is that you'll just run those all the time so that you're running them in your officials every day and whatever. I don't do that shit. I literally go into training paint. It's right before the session starts and I'll load it. And then as soon as the race is over, I go back and make sure I load our like normal paint. In fact, let me make sure I bring it up so I don't forget to do it. I don't like advertising stuff, which I totally get the irony for those of you who are going to see some YouTube ads tonight. Sorry. But thank you. Pretty excited to get back. Brother, I cannot wait. Watkins Glen is definitely one of my favorites, so I'm excited about that. Hell yeah, brother. What's up, Nerve? Chilling, man. Chilling, getting ready to go. I think the hope for me tonight, I think I'm going to do what I did every other week I've been running in this league and just no qualify, just let it eat, see what happens. 24 is good, man. I mean, we finished 7th in class. I felt like pretty good stints, so yeah, I was pretty pleased. I got a nice little safety rating bump. Didn't quite get to 499, but close enough. Hell yeah, we are, brother. Me and Nodwell gonna be running Watkins Glen. Yeah, we were in top split. That's a good point. We'll be doing Watkins Glen in the GT3s Saturday afternoon. Rip. Cold ass tires, brother. Low pressures. So yeah, we'll be getting it. I assume we're rocking the Porsche, but we'd probably be wise to wait, see what everybody else says about the cars. God. It's 42, so it's actually going the other direction now. Track temp's going down. Which when it's 42 and I'm saying it's going down, you know how bad of a day it's been. I'm gonna miss some messages tonight on the mountain, so I'll just apologize in advance. Make sure you shoot those messages over when I'm about to get on a straight. Then I can read them. God. Warm up. Warm up. Testing a walk is not defending the new track limits. Oh, have they changed? This place is the devil. You can hear the brakes. Warm up, boys. Definitely takes a couple laps to get it rolling too. Four tires over the curb after turn 18. What's turn 18 to you? The dipper? What curb? Jesus. Like, yeah, you want to turn right? Just kidding. Going straight. Honestly, my really big concern is starting at the back and there being a massive pile up on this hill slash mountain. I'd say it's almost a guarantee. 45 degrees. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Sorry, I thought you were talking about this track. No chance to get it back for the curb ends. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely run walk-ins recently, so unless they've changed it in the last season or so, I think I've spent some time there. I thought you were talking about this, and I'm like, wait, what? Got it. I may be slow here, but I'm gonna sound good doing it. That's for damn sure.
7.888.
Aight. I don't think anybody's gonna be improving their times right now. Track temps are literally 10 degrees higher than they were 30 minutes ago. You know, one thing I was wondering, so both of my pedals are set to have 40 millimeters of travel, both of them. And I always kind of feel like I'm not really good at modulating the accelerator. I feel like I'm a, you know, blunt instrument. It's basically, it's either off 70% or 100%. That's basically it. And I thought to myself, maybe I should extend the travel on it to just literally give my leg more opportunity to run, you know? Does that sound like a dumb idea? Probably is. At the end of the day, I just gotta get better, but definitely need to hold that thing tighter.
Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
I did catch the right side there. Yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, look, this race is always going to be about survival, especially with these temps. The telemetry says different. It doesn't feel that way. When I go back and watch my telemetry, I don't feel like I do very good modulating at the accelerator. Believe it or not, like I actually go back and I watch my own stuff for a lot of reasons. Like that's kind of like half, well, I say that, there's like a 5-second delay, so. Yeah, you mad, bro? I love your name, by the way. You mad, bro? You want to fight about it, bro? It's a great track, dude. I love this place. It's one of my favorite special events of the year. Still no grip. I don't think we're gonna have any grip. We should just assume grip doesn't exist. Anybody got that griphacks.exe they can send me real quick? That'd be pretty cool. I'd appreciate that. It just, you feel like you're literally skating all over the place. And with the way the rear in this car feels, forget about it. Razor's Edge. How long is it? That's a really good question. I actually don't know. Ah, don't go first. Woo! If you look, Grandpa, well, I don't know, maybe Grandpa doesn't do YouTube. Noah, go on YouTube, like on the phone, pull up Bathurst and Daryl Waltrip. Grandpa will love that video. I love that video myself. As an old NASCAR guy myself, you'll enjoy that one. 3.8 miles. Damn. It's a big girl. Where'd you come from, Peter?
5.697.
Yeah, that video is so good, too. Yeah, Grandpa probably likes him some old DW, so probably gonna love that video. Oh, so good. See if I can learn a little something. Get in there. There's so much nuance to this track. Got some confidence lifts through here today. Shit. You have to do a good job of really getting to the left. Or just chaos will ensue. Alright, let's do this pit entry one more time. 7 minutes till quali opens. Don't intend to qualify. I think it'll be a lot more fun for you and me if I don't. I just hope that the mountain's not completely blocked on the first lap. Whew! Alright.
Pit box in 10.
We're gonna have to do that pretty quick.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Move it, move it.
Alright. Well, I don't know how much pace I'm gonna have, but you know we're gonna have a good time. I think that's pretty easy to say. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, for sure. It is a quality track, but I approach these as I really don't care where I finish. I just want to have fun. You know what I mean? There's no ratings. There's no championship. I haven't run it all season, so I'm not really gunning for like a championship or anything.
Bonk.
This is literally just this. These are a good group of guys to run with, and I just want to have as much fun as I possibly can. More throw to throttle pedal to the hill with the module. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Maybe I'll give it a shot this week and just see how it feels.
Still
Yeah.
can't hear you, Michael.
It's hard, right? It's like, well, if you finish, if you quali right in the middle of the pack, well, you know, sucks to be you. Like, so yeah, I'm not going to qualify up front. I think that's a given. I don't know. I would assume I could probably hit like top 10, assuming there's no like, you know, because it's open quali, people are working together and giving each other slingshots and draft and things like that. Like teammates are doing that. I don't have teammates. I'm not, you know, so it's kind of whatever. I'm just going at it, starting the back, let the big dog eat and see how far we get. You know, if it ends in tears, so be it. On to tomorrow. So yeah. This week will be a lot of fun too. I guess it'll be kind of tough with Thanksgiving and all, but yeah. I'm not going anywhere, so thankfully we just have normal Thanksgiving shenanigans, and then I'll be racing a lot this week. So my normal weekly Wednesday league is not running this week. They're taking this week off. But I'll be getting after it for sure. Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I mean, honestly, I'd probably put it as like number 2, like of all of them. I really enjoy it. I do think the special event being tied to it is a big component of that. It's just fun, so fun. Wish I was a little bit faster here, but you know, all good. The whole Thanksgiving thing, yeah. You know, it's funny. I mean, even for Americans, like I don't even think we think much about those things anymore. It's just that's just what you do. It's the Thanksgiving Sunday or Thursday. But anyway, yeah, it's one of my favorite. I love Thanksgiving for many reasons. I refer to it as ham day. I know people like turkey, and that's fine. Turkey's cool too, but give your boy a double smoked ham, and I mean, he's having a good afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm excited for. Give me some double smoked ham, some stuffing, and just sit my ass out back. I'll have a great day. McLaren. Oh man, we definitely should talk about that. That's what I can't love yesterday. Hey, the nice thing is there's always a VOD, man. Always a VOD. Never worth making the girlfriend or the wife unhappy to watch me on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can always go back. You feel like you're there. I literally watched my 2 stints. Was it today or last night? Maybe it was today. I forget. And I literally went back and watched them both. Just trying to. I do it for multiple reasons. One, I do like to go back and watch. Like, I don't go back and watch my entire streams or anything crazy, but like I will watch bits of my streams just to see like, what does it look like from your side? You know? What do the standings look like? Is it showing the right information? Is it too wide? Is it too tall? You know, is it blocking this? Is it blocking that? Am I too loud? Is the car too quiet? Does the chat show up right? Like all these little things. I think about all of that a lot. So yeah, I'll spend some time doing that. Yes, for the stints I had yesterday though, I just wanted to see how I drove, honestly. More from like a competitive point of view, like how did I do? I was really impressed. In the moment, it's just kind of like, I'm just, you know, just getting it, doing what I can. I felt like I did a really good job. I had one really scary moment where I almost lost it into turn 3. Had a couple bus stops that were, you know, less than ideal, but I didn't really put a foot wrong. I didn't make a huge mistake by any stretch, so I was pretty pleased. Pace looked good. I mean, I know the track was pretty cold when I was driving, but pace was solid, so I was happy. Turkey is superior. You'll never change my mind. People who don't like turkey have never had turkey from somebody who knows how to make it. It's not the same to go back and watch it. That's true. That's true. Turkey and ham. Watched last night. Yeah, I'm really glad I did not stay up last night to watch the race. I'm really glad I didn't. I thought about it. I stayed up to watch quali because it's only an hour. But yeah, I just kind of had this feeling. I was like, it's probably going to be a somewhat boring race. And if I had stayed up to watch it, and then I went to bed knowing the result, and then I woke up and saw like, oh, they got disqualified, I'd have been pissed. It was actually really weird. I was watching the race, and I had to like literally take my phone and put it like 30 feet away from me so that I couldn't, you know, thumb on my phone and spoil who won the race, the F1 race from last night. And I don't know, there's 50 laps in the race, and I think it was lap 47. I was like, okay, I know who's going to win. You know, I know how it's going to finish. So I picked up my phone, I went to my Discord and the IRL racing channel where we, you know, spoil the racing results. And I think it was Keyser said something about McLaren's DQ'd. And I was like, what? I was so confused. I was so confused. And then I was like, all right, well, maybe because they started talking about an issue somewhere around like lap 46 or 7, something like that. And I thought, oh, well, maybe they both blow up or something crazy. I didn't even realize it until obviously they finished the race. I was like, oh, something post-race must have happened. And then I saw everything about that. So, yeah, it was... I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. More turkey, please. I think it's funny how many of you are really turkey people. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to do both, don't get me wrong, but I prefer ham. It was okay, nothing like Brazil. Yeah, it wasn't a great race by any stretch, but the result definitely shook some things up. Oh, weird, Streamlabs. You can subscribe for free. Oh, man, that's fantastic. Thanks, Streamlabs. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, Lando lost like 20 seconds in a few laps. Yeah, exactly. Something was going down there. Like, we knew problems were coming, you know? So, anywho, let me make sure all my stuff is set up. Oh. I think I'm just going to roll the VRS. No, panorama. Run the most laps. I don't even think a setup's going to be the issue here. It's going to be, can I literally live Bathurst R1? Cool. Mustang Bathurst R1. Make sure it's got the right 55 liters. I'd watch F1 live more. Maybe following states. The times are better. Yeah, I mean, generally they're pretty good for us, in my opinion. You know, because it's like 8, 9 a.m. on a Sunday. I love that. I like getting up and watching the race. But I'll watch them a lot. I'll watch them post. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Oh, nice. I forgot that I put that up there. Yeah, that's a screen grab from the other night. I thought we were going to use that as something fun. That's for sure.
Thanks, Steve.
What's up, Zach? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I thought
So we're going to be faster than that.
if they were going to screen cap that and put it in my Discord, I figure I'll make good use of it. Are you subscribed to all of the setup shops? I cannot confirm nor deny anything regarding setup. Don't watch most live. I usually stay off YouTube, social media. Yeah, I'll watch most of them live for sure. I'm not staying up till 2 a.m. to watch Japan or, you know, anything like that. But generally speaking, for us on the East Coast at least, you know, a lot of the races run at like anywhere between 8, 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning, which I'm not necessarily trying to get up for that 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning, but I'll start it as soon as I get up. So even if I'm 30, 45 minutes behind, I don't care. Works for me. When the coverage, oh, that actually happens automatically. Race Labs is doing something there to detect that this, you know, something's popping up. So I don't have to do it. It just happens. Yes, if I literally just click the garage button, you see it. It takes like a hot second for it to realize that this screen popped up, but then it shows up. Better start times in my hockey league. Holy shit. Races here in New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty brutal. What I do find incredibly ironic are listening to the people in Europe bitch about the start time of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Like, you guys can go fuck off. Like, come on, man. Like, every single race is built around your schedule. 2 years ago, they ran the daggone race in Vegas. It started at midnight. It started at midnight local time, which is insane. I'm in the United States, and it started at 3 a.m. or whatever. Yeah, 3 a.m. for me. Like, what? Come on, man. Y'all can't complain about that. You got to take one L, you know? Like, we don't get... it's so funny, actually. I actually hate it when it's at COTA or Brazil or Miami, because those races are like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, I don't want to wait till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I want to wake up and watch a race at like 9 a.m. It's over by 11. I got the rest of my day to go and just do whatever I want. I love it. I wake up, watch breakfast, and just crush a race. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Let's go to work the day after. Oh, dude, I can't even imagine. Yeah, I think if I was in like Australia or something where it was always screwed up, or like Japan, anywhere in Asia like that, where you're always catching it at tough times, I would just have to do my best to watch it whenever I can. Yeah, something nice about getting up in the morning and watching the race. I do it all the time. But yeah, even the like Abu Dhabi and stuff like that, I think they're somewhere in the 7, 8 a.m. neighborhood for us, which is pretty good. It'd suck if you were West Coast, for sure. Because you're pretty much looking at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. races all the time, which that sucks. But I don't know, it's a global sport. You just kind of have to deal with it. That's how I handle it. Alright, I'm going to hop up for a sec, shake the legs out. We're starting at the back either way, so I don't care about this part. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. And we'll get to it. Looks like there's 8 minutes left in quali, so I'll be right back. All right. You know, it never ceases to amaze me that I sit down to do a little iRacing in my basement out here in old Virginia, and I got like 25 people watching me live. Appreciate y'all being here. Hope you have fun. Hope you enjoy it. I'll do my best to provide some entertainment. Oh, let's see. Some of these boys. Oh, Trey's qualifying tonight. That's smart. I'm not. Probably stupid, but it'll be alright. We'll have a good time. I've never been to VIR. No. I'm like 2.5 hours from there. So I'm close, but I'm not like, you know, it's in my backyard either. VIR is like, it's central Virginia, but it's at the border of North Carolina and Virginia. So it's not super convenient to any of the major areas, you know? Yeah. It's a cool, I mean, it's a cool track for sure. I wish they, I really wish their IMSA, I know I say this all the time, y'all probably like, bro, you say this every single time, but it's true. Oh. I wish their IMSA date was not in August. If you know anything about Richmond, Virginia, the middle of August is effectively the equivalent of hell. You don't even want to go outside. That's true. I'm definitely... Yeah, that's true. Definitely a city slicker. That's what my family would have referred to me as. Because most of them kind of live in the sticks, if you will. But, yeah. I don't, it's a hike. It's a hike for sure. But that wind. I just noticed those trees are moving. There's the wind. Holy shit. 30 kilometers an hour? That's moving. What's north? So it'll be pushing us into turn 2. Interesting. It's technically barely Virginia. Yeah, exactly. It really is. It's almost like a farce. I'll keep that. Maybe that'll help. Alright. Make sure I got all my stuff. VRS. Mustang. I'll do this for Wade. Wade hasn't seen it yet. Just for you, brother. Alright. Make sure I got enough fuel. 55 liters. I forgot you weren't in here when I did that earlier either. Oh, let me keep this open because I think they're going to talk before the race actually starts. I am recording just in case it's YouTube worthy. We'll see. If fans can't be 10. Oh yeah, it's just miserable. It's such a bad time to do something like that. But yeah. Flashing light, graduating class of 40 here in the sticks. Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, I have some family that live in a town called Virgilina, Virginia. I never knew why it was called Virgilina until I realized that it's literally on the line between Virginia and North Carolina. I don't even think there's a light. I think they have a stop sign. That's it. If I remember correctly. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I definitely have family members all throughout, not Southwest Virginia, mostly like South Central Virginia and Northern Central North Carolina. Said on something you shouldn't have. Oh, that's so good. Miata's by far the best race. Oh, I'll believe that. Yeah, I actually watched the Miata race at Daytona, which was kind of insane. We sat, so think about turn 3 at Daytona right before they go into the kink. There's a grandstand that's right. I call it a grandstand. It's basically bleachers. We sat there and watched the Miata's race on, I don't know, I forget which day it was. Yeah, they really are. They really are. Those things were hauling ass. And you're sitting there looking at them like, these guys are going through the kink flat out. And they're like nuts to butts, man. You can't fit a piece of paper through there. And you you look at the cars and they're open. Like, yes, they have a roll cage, but like, holy shit, these things they're open and they're just hauling ass. It was crazy. Yeah. 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 Yeah, those people are nuts. All right. I should focus up. I'm going to do my best to, you know, engage with you guys, but just realize that the mountain is difficult. So I'm not going to be able to do much. I'll do my best. Starting P last, almost. I think there's a couple of guys that are going to start right behind me, but not sure what to do. You think I should do a pit lane start? Would that be really dumb? I'm fully expecting the mountain to be blocked between turns 2 and probably 4. Yeah, between turns, so the quarry, so turn 2, and then the cutting, turn 4. Fully expecting blockage. So I guess what I could do is just pull off to the side at the start of the race and let the guys that are behind me go. I don't know. I'd rather not get ass packed. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna get hit, I'd rather do the hitting. Typically, Nerve, it goes off iRating, but in this case, I actually don't know what it goes off of. Probably still goes off iRating, because it's a private league. I'm guessing I'm still going to be at the top of the 5 that did not quali. I forgot that it always gives you like 3 minutes on the other side. Come on. Let's go. Should I click the ready to race? As if that was needed, but let's do it anyway. Alright, so our practice pit entry. That's good enough. I know the racetrack. Look, normally I give myself like a, I don't even know, 70-30 in favor of finishing a race pretty much every time. This track, I feel like it's almost the opposite. You know? No entry fee. So I think they do get sponsorship from, I think it's called Sim Motion. I was showing earlier the decals on the windshields. So they do get some sponsorship. I don't know. I don't know if maybe they get like free stuff to give away to people throughout the season. I know that happens too. So maybe that's how that works, and maybe the admins pay for the stuff out of their pocket. I'm not really sure, to tell you the truth, but they do. These guys do a really good job. I will literally sing the praises of both of the leagues that I run on a regular basis, and I'd highly recommend either one of them. Sunday nights, GT3. It's called Broken Wing Racing League. They run other stuff all throughout the week. Bro, we ready, Grandpa? Let's go. We're strapping in and tear some shit up, man. They run V's. They run a bunch of different series throughout the week. So you can find something you like with them for sure. Elbows Out Racing is Wednesday nights for GT3 at least. They also run stuff throughout the week. And honestly, I can't say enough about both. I would highly recommend if you're looking for a league, even if you're not, and you're even kind of remotely curious, check them out.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. A couple announcements before we get started. If you do crash and you're blocking the track on lap 1, I do ask that you just tow immediately. It's not going to be possible to turn around, get back on track with 30 cars stopped there. So please tow immediately if you're blocking the track on lap 1. If you do crash in the mountain at any point, make sure to rejoin safely. On the downhill portion, you can use the runoff to make sure you either let cars pass or just to generally rejoin safely. So yeah, please be cautious. One note on lap traffic, leaders, you will have to be a little more patient. It is harder for the back of the pack guys to let you by through the mountain. So just all try to work together there since it is a bit tighter than any other track that we're racing on. Other than that, all the normal stuff applies. You have a fast repair, you need to take fuel, you don't need to take tires. We will have the safety car generator running, but it will be a long, boring safety car with how long this lap is.
We're totally going to get a safety car.
Please try to keep
That
it safe
sucks.
and respectful early on. If we do have any incidents, don't argue over the voice chat. You can, talk about it respectfully in Discord after the race and report them. Other than that, thanks for coming out and have a good race.
Cool. You can find there's a lot of leagues for Europe too. I thought about a couple of those because you can kind of, for me, they'd be like Thursday afternoon type stuff. There's some. I use iRacing Crew Chief. It kills me. Oh, I much prefer the iRacing version. I switched to it once they started adding the damage and the weather commands because they didn't add them to Crew Chief quickly. And then once I moved back, it was like one less application to run, one less thing to use my CPU, which is what, iRacing needs the most. So, yeah. Especially if you like Formula stuff, Nerve. I don't know if you do or not, but there's some really good Formula ones. Yeah. For me, I like it. It's like, it's one less thing. And I do try to make it as simple as possible. Okay, so I am literally the last person that gridded at least. GT Wrestling. Crew Chief, calm the fuck down, brother. It's not that deep. Alright, enjoy the show, boys. Let's get it. Give me a chance to win these suckers up. Oh, man down.
Green.
Man down. Oh, I feel like I'm in danger. No, good call actually, Scott. Get these suckers warmed up as best we can. Just waiting for the yellow flag to show up. Good job, boys. That's one nice thing about a league. People are a little bit more chill. Oh, there's the yellow flag. It's in front of me somewhere. Oh, green flag back. Somebody towed quickly. I do love the way that Lambo sounds, I'll tell you that much. Gonna take it real easy. 47 degrees. Where is it? Where is it? Brother tow. Brother's tow. Just tow. You shit is fucked. Whew! Sorry for the language. Oh, more death. Oh, he stopped. Smart. Take to the runoff. Alright, cold tires. Cold tires. Oh! Look, a muted volume here. I can't believe that none of that generated a safety car. Caught you a little too. Seriously? Okay.
.289.
Yeah, I think it's mostly cosmetic. They both seem to hit it pretty square, so.
Car on your left.
Lift. Guess not.
Clear on the left.
One overtake. Let's go. Tires might be decent on temp, but they're not there yet. A lot of comfy lifts around here tonight. You can see why. Those guys are smacking the walls. Dang, we got 40 people in here. Hi, how y'all doing? My name's Chris. Nice to meet you. Turn left and right. We're in Australia tonight. Didn't mean to rhyme. Hope you enjoy yourself. Normally I'm pretty chatty. This mountain scares me, so do it right. God, there's a huge gap. It's kind of not what I was hoping for. Yeah, pretty much.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
He must be running a little less wing. I wasn't making any progress there once I came out of the draft. Just feel like you're on ice, man. Tires are in the 80s and I still feel like I'm on ice. That's unfortunate. 6.5 second gap. Oh, I was gonna say, holy shit, where are they? Hidden. Yeah, that's why I want to send them on the outside there. See how much time we can make up with some of these boys. It's one of the negatives of starting as I did, is I'm hitting the brakes and stopping for people to clear the track and the other guys are just going, so that's, you know, part of the deal. That's okay. We're here to make up positions. Let's try.
6.739. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah. This past Bathurst 12, it was soaking wet. it was the worst race I think I'd ever been a part of in iRacing. It was insane. I think me, Peter, and Nick did it, and I don't know that we lasted more than 3 hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours total. Super greasy. Puddles everywhere. I mean, it was brutal. A lot more fun when the track is really cold because it just grips so well. You can go through here like flat out. Oh shit, man down. Alright, let's keep rolling. Last I looked, it was like 6 seconds. Actually, maybe that was more like... Gotta keep remembering not to go down to first there. I don't think that's the play. Oh yeah, I can see you now, baby. Yeah, I don't know how he saved that either, to be honest. Oh my god, dude, yes they did. I'm so glad they did. I was on my soapbox on Reddit and the stupid official forums right around that time. And people are like, oh man, that's how they do it, that's real life. They race like that all the time. They're like sending me videos and shit of it. And I'm like, you guys are pathetic. That is not how this works. And then sure enough, took a year for them to acknowledge it, but they're like, you know what? We think the extremes of our weather system are not realistic. They're red flag conditions. I'm like, no shit. If you're freaking aquaplaning all the way through Bathurst, yeah, that's red flag conditions. So that's actually changing. They said that that component will change as part of season 1. So there won't be situations where it's that insane. I think what they said they were looking into changing was how the forecasts are generated, like how often they're generated. One other issue I have with the weather system is each series, it's generated once for the entire week. So like, you know, IMSA fixed could be wet, and it's going to be wet pretty much all week. In my opinion, I would love to see every session be randomly generated for every series. So if you load into any race, it could have a 15% chance of rain, you know? Like, I don't want to know in advance, like, hey, this is going to be the wet race this week, so people just don't do it. I'd much prefer it be completely dynamic. That's my opinion. I don't think they'll take it that far, but they're probably going to end up regenerating the forecast like daily or something. At least to start. Hopefully they do it every single time slot. That'd be my preference. Because right now people just don't race. Like, oh, IMSA fixed this week's wet? Ah, forget it. I'll shoot the open. You know? And again, like I said that a year ago, and people were like, no, the data speaks otherwise. I'm like, you guys wouldn't know. So iRacing clearly knows there's an issue. Thankfully they're open to doing something. Because it just kills participation. I mean, most IMSA or GT3 wet racing I do has one split. I don't think that's, you know, it's not because they don't want to do fixed that week. It's because they don't want to do the rain. Yeah.
6.902.
So the forecast is randomly generated, but the forecast is the same forecast in every time slot for the entire week for that series. You know? So it might be like 30% chance. It'll say 30% chance of rain, but it doesn't mean like, it just means 30% chance of any form of rain, which could be spotty rain or literal monsoon, you know? So it's not like, it's not intensity, it's just percentage of any kind, which is fine, but it needs to change a little bit more than it does right now, which is once a week. That's just not enough. Shh. Boy. I feel pretty slow, I'm sure, compared to the top guys. I don't know how to go any faster. I feel like if I tried to go any faster, I'd die. Ooh, just like that. Whew! Let's go. What's up, fam? How you doing, dude? Ooh, we're gonna get this guy.
Right side. Clear on the right.
All right, Forrest, I'm coming for you, brother. I love in iRacing. I think it's incredible. I've seen nothing like it. It feels real, you know. My only two beefs are it can go way too extreme, and they've acknowledged that, which is great. And then it needs to be much more random than it is right now. That's all. And how they do that, I don't really care. I just wish it wasn't like, hey, IMSA fixed every single session. It's basically gonna rain this week, the whole week. So just deal with it. That to me is not very fun. And I'd love to see more of the transitional stuff, you know? Where I think it's the best is when the track is dry and you're in a 6-hour endurance race with your boys and you're, you know, freaking out because you're P4 and you're like, oh man, we need something to go our way so we have a chance to get back in this race. And then all of a sudden it starts raining. You're like, oh shit. That's awesome. That is so much fun. And all of a sudden, you know, you get a little spark. You get a little fired up. You put your rain ringer in there and let them eat. Tires are cooked, man. To me, that's just awesome. And it's gone my way sometimes, and it's definitely gone the other way on me sometimes. And all the times, it's still great fun. Yeah, I don't think it's that part that's hard. I mean, I think it's literally just a systematic, like, we need to make it generate more often. That's all. I think they'll get there. And like I say, more often is really subjective. It could be every day. Right now, I think it's every week. It could be every session, you know? Really shake it up. I doubt they'll go that far, at least anytime soon. My guess is they'll do it like every day. Yeah, exactly. Where's Ryan at?
6.594.
Damn it, Forrest. 12 seconds ahead. That's so brutal. That just shows you why qualifying's important. What's up, B-Ville? It's up to you. Good grief. One of these times I'm gonna bust this wall. It's inevitable. Almost did it right there. Holy shit. Woo! Alright, let's go. Yeah, the GTPs are a challenge. I don't know if it's lazy, personally. I think it's a challenge. The way they deploy the battery is not 100% accurate. And I think they've struggled to get a real fix in place for it. I also think it's a challenge too because what was it? There was another one. Oh, the IndyCar. The IndyCar has also gone to that model. And so what they said was like, hey, we know the GTPs are a little jacked up. Sorry. We're going to fix this. We're also doing it for the IndyCar. So I think they kind of said we're doing them at the same time, which as a software developer, I fully understand that thought process. All right, let's get this boy. Force, I'm here, boy. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. I am not making up any progress in the draft. I'm gonna have to get you going into the elbow, I guess. Woo! You hit the brakes harder than I thought you would. Sorry, Forrest. I really just want to be on him. Going down the chase or whatever it's called. That's the goal. I'm not going to really try to pass him here anywhere. I don't also want to like spook him or anything. I don't want to wreck the guy. Just need to be close coming out of here. Aim it. Help me, Jenny. Software dev here too. Understand we're considering things only delay stuff. Yeah, that team's gotten pretty big though. I don't know, man. We'll see. I have faith. Maybe misplaced, but I have faith.
Car right. Clear.
Whew. Try to make sure I left him some space. Almost spun myself out.
.95.
Yeah, so I don't think those teams are the same, if I had to guess. I can't imagine that they took resources, like real resources, from iRacing, the simulation, to not... I'm sure they obviously use some resources. There's some overlap. Like, for instance, the artwork, the scans, I mean, all that stuff certainly is going to get used across both. Because that makes a lot of sense. You'd be pretty stupid not to do that. But I don't know. I'd be surprised if those teams weren't, like, fully spun up on their own. I forget which developer they acquired recently, and that's effectively their entire IndyCar team. So, yeah. Some overlap, of course, but those teams have gotten pretty huge the last couple years, man. They talked about it in those dev updates. I think they said they've grown the team like 4x since COVID, which also, as a software dev, I can't imagine dealing with that. A lot of growth in a short period of time is tough. And I don't do game development or anything, so... Okay. Survive, survive, survive. Let's get this thing a little bit better. Oh boy, it's almost like you've done it before. Look at you. Yeah, exactly. 4x in 5 years is insane. Debating buying P Cup for free. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. You might as well. You'll never really use the legacy one, but it doesn't hurt to have it, I guess. I'm excited to try that. I did reach out to them. I was like, hey guys, you know, would you mind letting your boy get a little early access again? Love to see the new P Cup. Love to see Miami. I haven't got a response on that yet. Hoping for the best. I imagine if I do get access to it, that I would hear about it probably within the week. I'm going to call it a long shot at best, but hopes are high. Alright, 13 seconds. Man. That's the real kick in the balls with starting at the back. Who's a hater? What? Yeah, if I get access, I'll do a live stream like I did last time, for sure. I'll just do a really long live stream on the day that they say I can do it. I would never move, so I can't. I would love to work for iRacing, to be quite honest with you. I would love it. But I'm not moving, so. I have 3 kids in high school, you know, like, to say they're entrenched is, an understatement. Got 1 kid going off to college here in Virginia in the fall, like yeah, we're here. All of my background, well, not all of it, the vast majority of my background is .NET. I started doing C# back when it was in beta, 2001, 2002. Before that, all Java-based stuff, so like 99, 2000 time frame. But pretty much all web and all .NET. So I probably won't say the school just for privacy reasons, but yeah, very excited for him to say the least. The Ruby, I did a lot of Ruby on Rails back in 2007 or whatever when it was really hot. I also ran a really small, like, solo app development company back in 2012, something in that range. I did a lot of Android stuff back in the day. Back before it was, what is it now? What's that language called? Can't remember what they use these days, but before that, it was all Java based. I wish it was a scholarship. Shit. Wait, y'all joking about my age? Hold on. I can't read all of it. So you're like late 20s, early 30s? Oh, brother, I love you. Why don't you go ahead and get your seat? Come on up. Get a seat up in the front here. You know. No, I'm 43. Believe it or not. So yeah, I've been doing... I have had a 20-year career in software development since I graduated from college, but I was doing it before then too, so... I know my nerdy stuff, at least on the web side of things. I wouldn't even know where to start trying to build a video game, but... I could help make their UI better. Sure, other things too. Kotlin, that's right. Yeah, I've never even messed with that. Like, that switch happened after I had basically stopped doing Android stuff. 43 is insane, you don't look it. Yeah, I appreciate you. I think most people say I look like mid-30s. But it's also like, you know, internet camera stuff. Yeah, true. C#, true. Yeah. I get that a lot. Angel Fire? That name does not ring a bell. Alright, looks like we're about to box. 2 more laps. No way. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, think about it this way. My oldest child is 18. Put it there.
6.278.
Alright. Man, these guys have already boxed and come out in front of me. That's rude. Loved Android Java. I did too. I had a great time with that. I even got invited. So I was doing Android stuff when the Android tablet was first released. So I was doing a lot of like, it's really cool. I'll have to share it in my Discord, but I was doing a lot of second screen stuff that, and dude, we're talking 2012, 2013, right? Like, nobody was doing this stuff yet. So the Android tablets had just come out, like the Zoom, if you remember that. The Motorola Zoom. And they spelled it not like the conference software, but XOOM. Anyway, I got one of those, and I was building a second screen kind of set up for like a sports bar for trivia. So you would take a, I can't remember what the hell they were called, but the Android TV before what we have these days. I think Logitech made one. I can't remember what the hell it was called. But basically, I'd hook one of those up and to a television in like a sports bar, and then everything was in Ruby in the cloud in AWS. Again, 2012, 2013. And on your phone, you could connect to the game because it knew you were inside the bar location or whatever. And there was a game that was always running, and so anybody in the bar could, you know, go on their phone and join the game and play this, you know, play the trivia game. And so, because I was doing stuff like that, I made a relationship with Google, and I went up to New York and, you know, did like developer conference stuff with them. It was pretty cool. What's their developer? Oh, it's Google I/O, right? My app was actually featured in Google I/O as a great, basically example of how to do second screen applications for the tablet. It was cool. I mean, it was a cool experience. what I learned through that is I am not a salesperson. I was pretty good at technology. I couldn't sell an Eskimo, nothing. I can't sell anybody anything. I'm bad at sales. I'm good at tech. That's about it. So that business failed. And then my next business was successful, so. But yeah, I don't know, man. I was always early with technology stuff. Big nerd, for sure. I still don't get the whole AI thing, I'll be really honest with you. I don't get that, but been very early with pretty much every other bit of tech I've ever been involved with. Alright, so we're boxing this lap. Gotta make sure I'm not yapping and forget the entry here. Trying to make as much time as I possibly can. All these guys have boxed, so these are not my race. It does seem like they've taken tires. Oh no, these guys are a lap down. What the hell are we doing? Let's say if these elite guys, they're slow, which means did they take tires? But no way, right? Alright, box. Turn off my fast repair. I had it checked because I was like, we're gonna need that. I think we're good on that front. No tires, do need fuel. Alright, let's get it. My successful one was a SaaS business, yes. Did that for 10 years. Shoot, too deep.
Pitboxing 2, 1. Right here.
Oh my god. Then getting into some deep. I mean, yeah, I have a hard time seeing like use cases where it makes sense for me. But I'm not doing software development day to day right now, so you know, I do wonder, would my opinion on it be different if I was, and where I was finding it, you know, for like my workflows. I definitely see negatives with it, don't get me wrong, big time. I use it, it's funny actually. The most value I've received from AI is for content creation. I use it a lot with respect to YouTube. So speaking of YouTube, by the way, if you like what you're watching, hit the like on the video, it helps a lot, thanks. See, I suck at selling, I can't sell shit. Alright, let's finish this bad boy. We got the fuel that we need. Looks like we're gonna have 7 laps at the line. Yeah, I'm not a sales guy by any stretch, but I understand product development, like software product development, and I'm good at building shit, so that's my jam. Literally in the process right now, I'm trying to come up with a new thing to do. Not like literally right now, I guess, but oh, come on, slow down. Whew. Okay, that could have been bad. We're good. All good. Don't break the rhythm too hard. Man. Y'all talking tech? Yeah. Here's where I'll struggle with some of the AI stuff. I feel like it's too confident in its answers, and the way that it presents those answers is like cold hard facts. And when I look into the sources, they're very questionable, and I'm like, you know, really? It's like some random Reddit post from a guy from like 6 years ago. It's like, I don't know. It's taking things that are delivered as opinions on the internet, and then it states them as facts, as answers to inputs. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. And look, it's technology. It will always get better and improve, etc., but I don't know, man. I think right now it's a little too confident in its abilities to answer questions. But I'm still playing with it, still mess with it. I don't know that I'll ever be confident. I'm more like Grandpa, you know? Like, I wrote my code back in the day and I liked it. I wrote that shit while I was walking uphill both ways. I don't really want the AI to write my code for me. I'm not in a rush, you know? So, I don't know that I'll ever get that confident or comfortable with it. But I don't know that I'm going to need to be honest. So, oh, what happened? Don't let it be me. There was a yellow up here. Maybe they towed. Maybe they quit. They're like, this is crazy. Why are we here? It's too hot. I've been just trying to make up as much time as I can. I don't know if I'm making a whole lot of progress. Looks like Aiden is 6 seconds up the road. Still only P19, so... Super intelligence, yeah. Yeah, I'm curious if that's real. Like, how feasible that is within the time period that makes sense. I mean, they're going to be literally... They're throwing just hundreds of billions at it, like... And they have to. Like, if you don't understand the tech stuff, they have to. Because if there's a chance that somebody can figure out AGI, they have to try. They can't be the company that didn't throw the 500 billion at it when their competitor figures it out and they're up a, you know, shit's creek without a paddle.
5.8.
Can't do it. Got to. So, I get it. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, did you? Was that you? Damn, dude. Sorry. Sorry to hear that. I literally was going through the top of the mountain. I saw a yellow flag and I was like, uh-oh. And then when I got there was no one there. Sorry, brother. Hey, at least there's a reset button, you know? You could have really died at Mount Panorama today. Think about it. Can you guys imagine, like, actually hauling ass on this racetrack for real? I'm genuinely not sure how the people that drive this track fit in the car along with their giant balls. I don't get it. The cars don't generally seem that big, you know? Oh, brother. More than I could tell you about in this time period. That's a conversation for another day, but in high level, never go into business alone. Find smart people that, you know, can do the things that you're not good at. That's number one. I've met with a lot of founders over the years, like people getting into it. It's like, don't do it alone. Your failure rate goes up at a level that just doesn't even make sense. You're gonna want to quit 10,000 times. Failure is basically just admitting defeat. You're always losing, you know, until you're not. We went through something called Y Combinator, just startup accelerator. That was 2015. And they have this saying, or I guess Paul Graham has the saying, it's like you're either default dead or you're default alive, right? And default dead just means you spend more money on a monthly basis than you make, and then obviously default alive is the opposite. And, you know, until you get the default alive, you just, you know, you want to quit constantly. And it's basically just not letting the inner bitch win. That's literally all it comes down to. You can keep pushing and keep the inner bitch quiet. You generally will find your way to some version of success. You don't have to like sell your company for $100 million, just something stupid to have success. There's many lifestyle businesses out there, you know. So I could literally write a book just of opinions, not that, you know. But we did it for 10 years, so. And that entire time, I mean, we had at most 3 people working on the tech side of things. And that tech side of things, I scaled it in Azure, which I know a lot of y'all are like, what the fuck is that? The cloud, basically. And we ended up, before, when I left eventually, we had processed 50 million applications for the software that we were doing. Like, it went from, like, when I first started it, I would get an email every time an application would get processed. And obviously that got annoying, you know, as we grew. And then eventually, after 10 years, 50 million, which is just crazy, honestly, to think about. We did not get paid every time we processed an application. Be really clear about that, but just what the software did, processing applications was a huge component for customers. So that volume just speaks to how far the product came over the years that we worked on it. Dude, that's what keeps you going, right? Here's the thing that people people don't think about. I quit my job. Y'all be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I quit my job. I don't remember exactly what I was making, but I was making 6 figures. I quit my job. We had raised, I'm trying to think, how much money did we raise before we actually quit our jobs? I think it was $500,000. I think it was 500K. And, you know, the run rate on that, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I mean, like, it's not that long, right? We took massive pay cuts to do the thing. Like, it's a risk. It's a huge risk. I had a wife at home. All 3 of my children were born, and they were all very young. I don't remember how old my daughter was at the time, but I think 2 of them weren't even in school yet. So just to, like, frame it out, you know what I mean? Like, oh, and by the way, like, 2 years after we got it going, well, we did it 2 years, nights and weekends, proving it out to ourselves, wives, like, this makes sense. We can actually do this, right? And then the year, so 2015 came, that's when I left my job, went full time, right? And then later that year, I went to California for 3 months, and my wife and children did not come. Like, it was insane. It was an insane experience, to say the least. Like, my wife, no, like, she was never involved. I mean, couldn't be. Like, 1, not her space, and 2, like, we had 3 children. She was crushing it at home while I was trying to figure out how to build a business. I was proud of myself when I built my PC. Me too, brother. My first PC build was 98, I think. But yeah, same situation. Don't want to imagine smoke coming from my seat. It's hard to describe. V8 supercars, I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Somebody actually going through this place in anger, like, blows my mind. Oh. Well, sorry for the nerdy talk. I know some people are enjoying it, but I know it's probably, like, completely irrelevant for most people who are like, hey, I'm here for the racing. I get it. I'm sorry. If there was more action going on, I wouldn't be yapping so much. It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe it would have been smarter to actually grid, like, and qualify like everybody, but it is kind of hard, I guess. Because of the blockages, the guys in front didn't have to stop, and I got a huge gap that I have not been able to overcome. There's a car. I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet. There it is. Tow, brother, tow. I can see the yellow flag early, and I can see, like, how many meters away the car is, but that's about it. When you're cruising the hardest track, talking about life and business. Yeah, I guess that's true. Just keep yourself doing thing, too competitive market, too much promises. It's a huge leap, brother, and I will tell you, it's not for everybody. There's no question about that, but I think what makes it tolerable is that, for me, I was literally doing it with my 2 best friends, 2 guys I've known for literally like 20 years. Went to college with, all that. So that just makes it so much easier. It was kind of like, wait, so I'm gonna quit my job, we're all gonna like work together and like shoot the shit all day and have fun? Sign me up, right? That's basically what it was like. And then of course, you know, 3 dudes just trying to get to it too. 156.6. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not for everybody, man. And that's okay. I do like talking about it, as you can tell. Passionate about entrepreneurship, especially something in the software world. It's just something I understand, you know. I can save some fuel. I'm a little short. I'm 10 sec. I mean, I'm in this massive bubble anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. But if I don't get to the finish, it'll matter a lot. So I need to do some lifting. It's telling me to box right now, and we're not doing that. So I will not concede defeat. We will save the fuel. I'll just go slow if I have to make it. I'll tell you too, on the software side of things, most people think like, oh man, you know, if I'm of a certain age, I can't really get going because, you know, all the founders that I know in California are 20 or 19. And the funny thing that I found, the average age of the founders that got funded through YC were in their 30s. I was 32 when we went to YC. We started the company, I was in my 30s. Which is kind of nuts. But also, it's like, I had been working professionally for 10 years before that, so just the experience you have from that, massively useful.
White flag, 1 more lap to go.
Yeah, in fact, you don't... Please... Okay, I thought he was coming on the track. Yeah.
8.2.
I would say, like, you don't want to be the next Facebook or Google. Just go read their stories. Go watch the documentaries. Like, their lives were terrible. The shit. We were a small business. I think we had, the biggest we ever were was like 17 employees, including the 3 of us. And we got sued, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. I literally found myself one day in the Federal Appeals Court of the United States of America, directly beside the White House, because of some bullshit patent stuff this guy was trying to pull on us. Like, I can't even fathom if you're trying to do something as big as like a Google face, you know, nah, forget it. That to me is not even interesting. Anything B2C is like a non-starter for me. All of our stuff is B2B. All the ideas we're trying to come up with right now, they're all B2B as well. It's way easier to build those relationships and learn how to sell to businesses than it is to deal with the public. So man, I didn't think we were going to go down this road tonight. I'm sorry if y'all like, would you shut up about nerdy stuff? Yeah, there's never a time that it doesn't work, in my opinion. It's really simple, right? Like, you find a problem that people are willing to pay for, and you solve it. That's it. That's business 101, right? It doesn't matter what industry it is. You find a problem that people are having that's real in the world. You solve that problem really well. Obviously, you want to do one that they're willing to pay for. And then you build a business around it. That's it. Let's go! I don't even know where I finished. 17th. Man, look, that was fun. But I kind of wish I had started somewhere else. Ended up in that bubble. That kind of sucked. It would have been better if I'd had a chance to really race. Yeah, no, that's true. It's just like the risks are so insane. The risks are so insane. it's so like, I don't know. I've only done it one way. In my opinion, it's just better to run a relatively small business. You know, I don't want to be famous, you know, like I just want to like solve a problem, work for yourself, work with people you enjoy. One of the things we talked a lot about was I don't want to run a business where we're going to have like 150 people. I'm not really much of a people person. Okay. It's not really my thing. I don't want to manage people. I'm a nerd. So like, I don't know. It's you make decisions based on like a thesis almost, like this is what we're trying to accomplish. This is what we want to do. This is kind of how big we want to get. This is kind of the market we want to, you know, work into. There's a lot of that goes on. And then you start making decisions based on kind of the thesis you have around the business you want to create, you know? And some people want to make the next Facebook. It's like, hey, have a great time. That sounds fucking terrible. I don't want to do that at all. But yeah. I like your smart kind of stuff. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate you, brother. Good talk, good racing. I appreciate it. From the back, yeah, we did gain 20 spots. That's cool. I definitely got the award for most spots gained. That's for sure. Elon's doing master job from Chiefer. Yeah, Elon. I think it's funny. A lot of people don't realize how many nerds started at PayPal. Elon was one of them. Peter Thiel was one of them. There's a bunch of guys that I forget, they actually had a name for them. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it's like the PayPal 5 or it's not that, but something like that. And it's like a bunch of people that have turned out to be big times, you know, Silicon Valley investors and, you know, entrepreneurial types started at PayPal. Love the TED Talk. Yeah. Yeah, Yahoo. It's crazy, man. Oof. Give me a second, I'll reply. I'm going to have to actually read this. What are those tracks? What's the list from? Is it just stuff you don't have yet? Or... it's not from a schedule or anything, is it? Discord. Love it. But yeah, man. Yeah. Tracks you don't own. Is the goal still like GT3? I wish I could bring it up easily. We could all talk about it. Let's see if I can find it. Way to do that. Open in browser. Hold on, guys. We're gonna help Keezer. This will be content. I hope Grandpa enjoyed the show. If you made it this far, brother, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. All right. Can you guys see this? I hope you can. I'm gonna turn off my recording. I don't think that's YouTube worthy. Unfortunately. Last week's race was real YouTube worthy. This one, not so much. Oh, okay. Cool. Y'all can see it. Perfect. Hey, later, Noah. Appreciate you. Grandpa, appreciate you, brother. Hope you had fun. Make sure he shows you that video of DW. Any old school NASCAR fan will love Darrell Waltrip in the passenger seat of a V8 supercar going fully 100% out down the mountain to Bathurst. Like that's where it's at. All right. Can I only pick one? I should make a poll. See what everybody else says. But yeah, I'll just say like that's all the racing for tonight. So if you don't want to hang around and watch us just talk shit, I don't blame you. It's all good. But we're gonna do some other stuff at this point. But racing's done for the night. And that was a lot of fun. Look, this league's really good. And I'll say too, before anybody, is running out, if you are looking for a league, man, I cannot tell you enough. Broken Wing Racing League is fantastic. Elbows Out Racing League, fantastic. I recommend both. They do GT3, but they also do a ton of other stuff. So if you're curious at all, look them up. You can find them on the iRacing client. I'm sure they have Reddit posts and stuff too. I totally recommend both. You really can't go wrong. A lot of great people that run both of those leagues and a lot of guys that are racing every single week and it's just like good camaraderie. I don't join the Discord because I'm doing this, but they're in Discord and they're having fun, and I kind of wish, you know, like I could participate, but yeah, definitely recommend it. All right, cool. What else are we doing for the night? Damn, it's only 12 or 10:30. I'm exhausted. All right, so let's see. Could do a list. Buy whatever's in the season. All right. Next week, not sure what I want to choose. All right, cool. So we're going to pick one. Give me a second. Oh my God, I wish I could drink like that during the race, but because I'm 43, I'll have to piss in like 20 minutes. I can't do it. Oh, man. Ooh. Ooh. A lot of good choices, actually. All right, so short list. I'd say on the left side, honestly, none of those. None of those. So this is just out. This is gone. I mean, if you were gonna pick one from this, I know it's not like this, but if just for the sake of argument, on this side, Phillip Island is actually way better than people give it credit for. It doesn't get a lot of participation, GT3 or otherwise, but it's actually a pretty good racetrack. It's great in short, slower vehicles. Great track. Sachsenring is actually also pretty awesome. And also too, Keezer, you might want to look at the schedule for P Cup, because if you are going to do more P Cup, Sachsenring does tend to get some use there. I actually learned Sachsenring in the Porsche Cup. Motegi is actually better than people give it credit for, but doesn't get a lot of participation. And I actually like Aragon. I did it mostly in Formula 3. I actually like this racetrack. Also a track that's way better than people give it credit for, but just doesn't get use. So because there's a lot of good choices over here, I wouldn't pick anything on the left, personally. So that brings us to the right. So Mexico is horrible. Don't do it. But I get the feeling it's going to get used a good amount just because it's a modern F1 circuit. And they just always find their way. I wouldn't buy it. There are better choices, but there's something about it, man. Like, I get this feeling it's going to get used way more than we think because it's a grade A Formula One current track that NASCAR currently races on, Formula One races on. I would assume Porsche Cup probably races on it too as a support series for Formula One, but I don't know that. But I don't know. To me, that one is it's probably going to get a lot of play. Sonoma's a sneaky good track, but there are better ones here. I'm assuming we're not turning left, so I'll ignore all those. I mean, I feel like you're probably going to get the most use out of Barcelona, but Montreal, I think this is a phenomenal racetrack, even in all things, especially open wheel, but GT3s as well. I don't think you'll ever see IMSA go here. I'd be surprised if they've ever gone there, to tell you the truth. Not great track for multi-class, but really good racetrack. Circuit of the Americas is always going to get a lot of play for the same reasons as Mexico, but I'd say it's higher up on the list. Zandvoort's going to get a lot of play. I'm actually not a huge fan of Zandvoort. I think a lot of people love that place. I'm not a big fan personally. But it will be on schedules. Zolder, I could take it or leave it. Jerez, actually pretty good. People are going to tell you Belle Isle. I'm actually shocked nobody's like, Belle. I don't like that track. That's a very unpopular opinion, so take that for what it is. Hungaroring, not a lot of use, not in GT3s. Misano, pretty cool track, not a ton of use. Knock Hill's actually really cool, but never going to use in GT3. Mid-Ohio is actually a really good track, but not going to get a lot of use. So if I was picking anything on this list, focused on GT3, focused on getting value out of it, I think it's a no-brainer. It's Barcelona for sure. It's a great racetrack too. I think the biggest issue, honestly, the biggest problem with Barcelona is the track layout that they choose. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the historic layout that basically chops off the last third of the racetrack, and that part of the racetrack is just terrible. So when they choose the good layout, it's an awesome track to race at. But like I said before, it's also a modern Formula One circuit. They do lots of GT3 racing there. Like, it's actually good for multi-class. That's definitely a good choice. So if it were me, I would pick that one. Well, without any other inputs, like, you know, seasons that are upcoming, things like that. I would imagine that the seasons are already, or the schedules are already available, aren't they? I would think that's true. Let's take a gander. Somebody yell at me for something I mentioned. Oh, I did want to see the answer to this question. Oh. Cool. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Somebody's making a new like eye overlay basically. And I was curious because it looks pretty good, and I'd like to stop paying for RaceLab if I can help it. This is what it looks like. I think this looks pretty slick. So standings, relative, and then the telemetry. That's all I really use from RaceLab. And this is open source, you know. I'd love to replace a paid product with something like this if I could. So anyway. What was I going to look up? Schedules. Kind of curious. Sports car. IMSA. Look for IMSA first. Oh, September. That was a while ago. So the voting has happened. I'm guessing it's over. What? Oh man, do y'all want to do this live? This will be a lot of fun. If they're even taking submissions, I'm shocked. I can't believe that. Wait. Thank you for the preliminary schedule. Oh, it's already out. God damn it. That was a month ago. Damn it. Should we submit something anyway? I think it's so dumb that the voting for this stuff happens on the forum, and like nobody goes to the damn forums. If you've got a pro license on the forum, we need to have a conversation. All right, so let's look at the schedule for IMSA for next season. Can you guys see this pretty well? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. All right, week 1. Mexico. Come on. Come on. Really? All right. Mexico, Sebring, Le Mans, Red Bull, Daytona. Boy, I'll tell you what. Ooh, Aragon. I'm telling you. This is going to be a slow week, depending on what else is going on week 6. But I'm telling you, man, it's better than you think. Watkins, Jerez, Road America, good choice. Interlagos, Monza. Ooh, wow. I'm shocked that IMSA's going to Montreal. This is a hell of a schedule, honestly. Damn. Endurance. So Mexico. So this is the 2.4 hour. Mexico, Le Mans, Red Bull, Watkins, Road America, Monza. I know, dude. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked they're going there. Oh, Peter, are you asleep yet, man? You need to like put this shit on your calendar. We got racing to do. This is the 6 hours. So Sebring, Daytona, Aragon, Jerez, Interlagos, and Montreal. 6 hours at Montreal. Woo, baby. Man, this is actually a phenomenal schedule. Good job, guys. I normally vote on these. I missed out. All right, let's go see if they've got one for GT3. I feel like for GT3 they stopped doing it. I feel like the iRacing was going to do it. Oh, that's not good. Yes, iRacing's taking the GT Sprint schedule. I thought I heard this. Due to the release of the regional series. That's interesting. Huh. See if anybody else talked about it. I think it's so funny. This is what gets me. Not picking on Liam. So everybody always bitches. Like this schedule, right? Most people would look at this schedule and be like, oh, Sebring, Le Mans, Red Bull, Daytona, Watkins, Road America, Interlagos, Monza, Montreal. We always race at the same tracks. You know, where's, I don't know, Zolder, Belle Isle, Homestead, Hungaroring. If the schedule was that, nobody would race. Like, it's crazy. I don't understand why people don't understand that. I just don't. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It seems very simplistic to me. I don't disagree that it would be cool to have a shakeup and like have some new stuff. What's up, Badger? Yeah, but it's like, if the whole schedule, if we sat here right now and made a 12-week schedule for IMSA that was not allowed to have any of the big popular tracks, I'm telling you, people would find somewhere else to race. And it might not even be on iRacing. They might say, you know what, LMU looks really good this week. And they would just keep doing that. Like, there's a reason. And it's funny because I've been around long enough to have seen community managers come and go, right? And the biggest issue they have is the schedule. And if you spend any time on the forums, you can read about it endlessly. People bitching constantly about how, we vote for the same 5 tracks every season, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's true. It's true. But there's a reason. Yeah, this is IMSA for next season. Yep, starting December 15th. Yeah, we were just kind of trying to help Keezer pick a track to buy. So yeah, Keezer, as a matter of fact, if we're taking this into account, I think I would pick, I don't know, maybe Montreal, but it's also not till March. You got a lot of time. I don't know, brother. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. That's the toughie. But that's the schedule. So at least if, there's a couple on your list that are on this list too, Yeah, but you're probably going to have to learn all of these, right? Not all of these tracks, but all the ones that you posted, if you don't have them already, or maybe... Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, Montreal's pretty simple. I mean, at least understanding what's coming, right? But like, yeah, getting fast at it, definitely a different beast altogether. That's what I always found so much fun about iRacing, man. Like, every week, I don't know, it's just so much fun. Like, I need to go through, I was literally thinking about this. I know y'all are going to be like, yes, you should do this. Sounds like a lot of work though. But here's what I was thinking. I was literally thinking the other day because I was on Reddit and somebody was like, didn't the discounts, for renewals used to be like 50% off? And up in this little brain, I think the same thing. I was like, I could have sworn they used to be 50% off, not 25. So I went looking through my email inbox for every receipt, because they always use the same subject for your receipts and your emails that you get. Like iRacing receipt. So I went and searched for that, and I found every single thing I've ever bought from iRacing ever. And fun fact, it's always been 25%. I was shocked to see that, but it's true. At least since I've been renewing, which is 20 something. I don't even know. I think at one point I bought like 3 months, and then I don't think I started renewing annually until like 2019 or something. But anyway, I went back just looking through all the content that I bought, and it's really funny because it tells a story. It was like the first pieces of content, I'd bring it up, but it's got a lot of personal shit too. It's my email inbox. But like, it tells a story. So the first stuff I bought, it was all NASCAR. it was all NASCAR because that's all I was doing. So like it's I don't forget, May of 2015, and I bought like, I don't know, a truck or something, like the C-Class truck. And then I bought like Daytona, and I bought Talladega. And so at first I was literally just buying whatever track was that week for the series that I was running, you know? And so I was literally spending like the $15 every week to buy the track. Obviously it's pretty easy to learn how to turn left. It's not that complicated even for me. But then you can see the evolution. Like, okay, then I picked up like they didn't call it Porsche back then. It was the Rough. I'm not even sure how you say it, but the RUF. So I bought that, and then I bought like the Skippy, and then you could see like, okay, then I clearly went down the Skippy road because I started buying tracks that are much more synonymous with the Skippy series. And so it really tells this story of like my evolution on iRacing over the last like 10 years. And, so anyway, I sat down, and as I'm looking through this, I'm like, man, that really does tell an interesting story. You can see how I focused on oval, and then I kind of got into the road, and I kind of got frustrated when you could see I started buying oval stuff again. And then I went back, and then I clearly committed to doing Skippy, and then F4, and then F3, and then moving to GT3s. And you can literally see that entire evolution. It was pretty cool. And so I thought to myself, maybe I should sit down and literally get all of that data out of my inbox or whatever, my Gmail archive, and make a spreadsheet and look at how much money I spent in each year. You know, was it road focused? Was it oval focused? And just tally the whole thing up. How much money have I ever spent in iRacing? I'm kind of scared to even know, to be honest with you, but thought it could be fun. So maybe I'll do that if I, you know, get motivated one day to do that. 6 hours of Sebring, so stoked for that. Yeah. Well, the thing is, the real event is around that time too. Well, not December. Never mind. Yeah, like the 12-hour race should be like, what would that be? Middle of March? Something like that. Regional series are great. Yeah, I love the regional series personally. I love them. I think they're fantastic. I'm super glad they did that. I think it was a great idea. So choose a new paint. See, now I got to go back, find my paint. Gets the old Mustang back out. Save already. There we go. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. Whew. Where'd my UI go? It would have been cool. Really wish it weren't for those stoppages. The stoppages definitely hurt forward progress. Yeah, finished. Doesn't show the delta. Oh, kind of. I mean, I don't know how far I would have gotten. I feel like I'd have made more progress for sure, but oh well. Fun time. They were running 204s, mid 204s. Damn, how fast was it? 205.6. So slow. That's crazy. Yeah, you could tell I didn't have a lot of confidence on that racetrack. Very slick, and I guess it's just not my cup of tea. The SRX is probably my worst purchase. That's a really good question. I wonder what mine is. I bet it's pretty bad. My licensed cars. All right, wait a second. It says licensed cars, but then it has a purchase beside it. How is this a thing? Why can't you show me just the stuff that I have? Licensed content, my licensed cars, but it's not. Is that like this here too? No, this is literally just showing me stuff that I have licensed. Y'all want to, I mean, seriously, just look at this. These are all tracks that I own or licensed. Like, your boy spent a couple bucks in the old iRacing store. No question about that. Holy shit. Like you can see, I did a lot of NASCAR stuff. I own pretty much all of the NASCAR tracks, all the big ones. I don't think there's much on the NASCAR side of things that I don't have. Purchase track licenses. Thought I had Winton. I know I have Charlotte, so I'm not sure why that's here. I know I have that one too. I don't know, man. This doesn't seem to work very well. So I'm at shop, cars. This is purchase car licenses, but I have this one. License price list. Jesus. Tracks licensed. I'm on selected cars, but it's telling me tracks. Oh, here we go. So I have 155 cars in iRacing, and I have 101 of them. Yeah, put some grip tape on the wheel today. Nice, nice. Did you use that lizard grip or whatever it's called? Stuff is awesome. You have to go to the iRacing store. All right, so I'm guessing you mean shop, right? So go to shop. Tracks. Or I'm sorry, cars. Sort by owned and unowned content in shop. So sort by favorite car, car type. Brother, I don't see it. Maybe I'm just blind as shit. Tracks, track name, location, configs. Enabled, new. I don't know. Maybe it's because there's so much crap that I've bought. They're like, we can't show this guy like 4 things. But anyway, I was going to find, I think I bought the Porsche. What's that electric car they made? That's probably my worst one. The Porsche Mission R. I did it. I did do it. Whew, so ugly. I don't know why I still have this like color scheme that it uses throughout the entire thing. Tennis grip tape, nice. I mean, same idea, yeah. I use that lizard grip stuff on my son's baseball bats. It's actually insane how comfortable that thing can be. Car swatches. The Gulf colors. Yeah. True, actually. It's funny how... like, there must be some default for it, though, you know? Like, I'd love to figure out how to clear it out. Like this. So why is this even a thing? Can I kill this? Apply to all okay. Cool. I just think it's always dumb when I always see. I wish it was just a default. Show custom paints. Man, should look good. They do a good job with our paints, man. I'll tell you what. Pretty sick. Oh, bottom left. Wait, what? Bottom menu, most left one. Oh, I see. Let's check one that I don't actually have a livery for. I think F3 car I don't. Should drive this thing again. I used to be good at it. Believe it or not, a long time ago. All right. Anywho, I think I got it all set. Yeah, sure. We'll save that. Why not? Speaking of great purchases, uh-oh. Oh, I saw this. So I didn't see the picture of the fireworks, but I did see somebody post this. I guess it was, yeah, it must have been the F1 subreddit. So I think the jokes were like, "Oh, don't worry. As soon as the race starts, they're gonna drop a giant drape over the side of the hotel so that everybody has to buy a ticket." That's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, y'all. Trying to think of what's up, man. What we got going for the rest of the week? Oh, so normally I do. Normally I always stream Monday nights, but 49ers play Monday Night Football tomorrow, so I will not be streaming tomorrow night, which is a rare L for me. But we're gonna have to take that one, unfortunately. Hopefully, we beat the hell out of the Panthers, and then I'll be happy. So yeah, tomorrow night I will not be streaming, but you could pretty much guarantee that I'll be streaming the next 2 nights because of that. And I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving, so we have like Thanksgiving family lunch. In fact, my wife's going out that night with them children. Well, really, it's my daughter. Go see the new Wicked movie. So I get the feeling I'm going to be pretty available on Thursday night too. So anyway, I'm going to be around. I'll be streaming. I have no idea what the schedule looks like this week. Might actually take a look at it real fast while we're here. So the plan, definitely not streaming tomorrow night. Sorry to say. What? They're going to use a freaking street stock at the Nordschleife? What is the point? God damn it. Panthers been on a run. Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking the 49ers seem to be getting a little healthy. So that helps. I mean, there's some guys that just aren't going to play because they're literally destroyed at this point, but at least they're getting healthy. So hopefully we'll put on a show. That's right, Watkins. So GT3's at Watkins. You know where I'll be spending my time. I think IMSA, where was IMSA going? That's right, Nordschleife, or not Nordschleife, but Nürburgring. I do like that track quite a bit. It's not the full layout. And I don't remember if this is the slow or the fast chicane. If it's the fast one, it's a little bit more fun. But anywho, we'll figure that out. So I'll probably do both of those. And then let's see, GT3 Regional for Asia is Winton, which not appealing. Americas is Summit Point, which, you know, not really appealing. Europe is Navarra, also not all that appealing. So that's unfortunate. P-Cups at Sebring. That's nice. Huh. That could be fun. I don't know if it'll be my type of fun, but it'd definitely be a good time. And then, so, all right. So we basically have Watkins for GT3s, which I'm going to want to do a lot of anyway. Nodwell and I are planning to do the 3-hour on Saturday. I think like 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon, Eastern. I think we're planning to do the 3-hour endurance race in the GT3s. So for that reason, I'll probably spend a lot of time at Watkins, just getting myself ready to roll. But I do want to do some IMSA because, frankly, I do like the Nürburgring. 0% in IMSA open and 0% rain and fixed. Actually, that's a good call. Is it going to rain here? 0% in sprint. Endurance, 0% chance in the endurance race. That's actually kind of surprising. Figured there would be a shot. Where the hell's the race at? What? Okay, all I can see is quali. Why is this the thing? I guess they just assume the race starts right after. Okay, cool. Anyway, cool. Emerald, I appreciate it. LT, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm basically shutting it down for the night, man. Just finished the league race a little bit ago. Had fun. It was at Bathurst. I should have known. It's a challenge because I didn't want to start. I wanted to start in the back as much as I could, just because it would be fun to try to drive as much through the field as I could. But also knowing the track was going to get blocked a few times, that created such huge gaps that once I got through the guys that I could drive through, I was in just a massive gap. When I finished the race, I had a guy 14 seconds ahead and one 12 seconds behind. So basically it just dissolved into me riding by myself, talking about my technology journey over the last 20 years. So I'm sorry if I bored the shit out of you with that conversation, guys. But anyway, a little bit of a look into my background. All right, gentlemen. I'll see you guys later. I won't see you tomorrow unless I do like a daytime stream or something. But anyway, I'll probably see you Tuesday night. Hope you all have a great start to your week. If you're traveling for the holidays, hope you're safe. And I'll see you when I see you next time. Thank you for being here. And peace out.